What's good, peeps? Thanks always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Don't forget as well, please, to like and share the video. You can also support the channel as well. I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, let's talk Deontay Wilder for a few minutes. I did want to do this video a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, but I wanted to wait because, I don't know, I just didn't trust the number I was hearing. I know a few people made videos about it and I've read some articles about it, but there was no real source, right? I think people were just making numbers up. Last week, I think people were talking about Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz doing something like 150,000 to 180,000. And I just didn't trust that number at all. So I wanted to wait until someone of note tweeted a real number. And Dan Raphael, I think 2 days ago, tweeted that Deontay Wilder, and again, this isn't, who knows, right? Because PBC don't release their pay-per-view numbers, rather like Sky. Especially if it's not a great number, you're not going to hear about it. But Dan Raphael tweeted that a source of his told him that the Deontay Wilder-Luis Ortiz fight done around 250 to 275,000 buys. Now, it's not great, but that number's not that bad. 275,000 buys isn't that bad, especially at $70 a pop. It's not bad, especially, again, considering that no one was uber excited for the fight. No one was hyped for it. No one even asked for it, right? There was no like, oh, please, he has to fight Luis Ortiz again, rematch. There wasn't any of that. So I think that's a pretty good number considering that it wasn't a fight that we all wanted to see, right? It wasn't. The reason it's such a bad number, so this is the flip side, is mainly because of the purses. That's the issue, right? If Deontay Wilder was on, I don't know, an $8 million purse and Luis Ortiz, I don't know, 2.5, then it's a great number, right? It's a fucking great number. Because we are led to believe that Deontay Wilder got paid $20 million and Luis Ortiz around $7 million, it starts to be a very bad number. A very bad number to the point where the event really has become a flop. It's made a loss. There's no two ways about it. I mean, I didn't study economics, at university, but even by my maths, that event has made a very, very big loss. I mean, let's just say 250 times $70. But what's that? I don't even know what that is. What's that? 17, 18 million or something like that, plus the gate fee. But then when you take away the purses and Fox taking their portion of the event, you're left with a deficit, a very, very big deficit. And I guess going forward, they're going to have to look at this. Deontay Wilder's lucky. His next fight's against Tyson Fury. That should do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. So he's going to be justified to getting that kind of purse again. But it's difficult to justify paying Deontay Wilder that type of money when he's only doing 250 to 260,000 or max 275,000 pay-per-view buys. I guess the biggest issue that maybe PBC, Al Heyman, Showtime have, and the reason they've got to pay him that kind of money, and again, I think he deserves it just because, again, long reigning heavyweight champion, is because other promoters are sniffing around, and other promoters, we've seen this with DAZN, are offering him very big money, right? We all heard about the contract DAZN offered him to fight AJ. So Deontay Wilder knows that he can get amount X by going there. So rather than leave, where he is now, have got to pay him crazy money. But again, his event numbers, pay-per-view, gate receipts, they don't match up to what they're paying him, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just a very quick video. I was shocked about the number. In fact, no, I wasn't shocked about the number. The number has shocked me because of how much Deontay Wilder is going to get paid. Again, if Deontay Wilder was getting paid something similar to what he got paid the first time he fought Luis Ortiz, then 275,000 is a great number. It's just not a great number when we're led to believe that Deontay Wilder got paid 20 million and Luis Ortiz 7 million. You do wonder if Fox or PBC on Fox, whatever, are going to put on another Deontay Wilder pay-per-view event. I wonder if PBC are going to say, we have to cut our losses here because, again, that's a huge loss. And I do wonder who takes the burden of that loss. Is it Al Heyman takes the burden? Is it PBC? Who takes the burden? Because Deontay Wilder obviously will get his guaranteed 20 million or whatever. I don't know. Or Luis Ortiz will get his money. They're not going to cut into that. So it's a big, big loss, that. And I don't know. What does it mean about Deontay Wilder in terms of being that draw, in terms of being that A side, especially when it comes to negotiations with Anthony Joshua, which they're going to start again. Let's be honest. If Deontay Wilder ices Tyson Fury, they're going to start to talk about AJ Wilder again. And as much as us fans shouldn't get involved, we're involved because they tell us all this stuff, right? We wouldn't know all these stuff. They tell us. And they're going to look at those type of numbers and think, don't, you're not the A side here. And it's going to be a problem again. But for me, and I will say this again in ending, I don't think it's a bad number, people. I don't think 275 is a bad number. I just think it looks like an awful number because of his purse or because of the money we are led to believe he's getting. Remember, Nevada released the full statement, the full purses, sorry, and I think his purse, according to Nevada, his guaranteed purse, I think was something like $3 million or something. I made a video about it. But we're led to believe, obviously, that Al Heyman, that's going to be bumped up to something like 20. Again, what do you guys think of the pay-per-view number? Shocked? Not shocked? Again, I'm not too shocked. I think it's a good number. Some people have spoken about that number being a lot lower. I think Hatman done a video saying something like the fight done 180,000. So it's nearly 100,000 more than that. So, don't know. It's not a flop in terms of a number. It's a flop in terms of the economics of the event. That event didn't make any money whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know. Disappointing. Peace.